Play surges forward. Possibility!
Retro Football is back, and it is episode 100. You've had to listen to me and Mike 100 times. And I bet you're all thinking, what's going on? Where is he? Don't worry, guys. He's here. Mike, what are we playing in this 100th episode?
Before we start, guys, I won't talk long, don't worry. Just a big thank you for all the support, all the nice words, all of your input, your requests. It's really building Retro Football. It's gathering momentum. We've got loads of like-minded gamers out there, the same as us, who love playing these old football games. Dave, that introduction was fantastic. You can do them all from now on. This is ISS, International Superstar Soccer on the PS2.
Yes, go for it. Press the start button.
Yeah, this is a fantastic game. It goes without saying. We have looked at the other platforms this is on, haven't we, mate?
We have, yeah. We looked at ISS 2000 on both the Nintendo 64 and the Sony PlayStation. This is the next-gen version of those games, essentially.
So I'm just going through the options here. I remember the game scenarios. But anyway, we're going to do...
I loved them.
We'll just do a friendly. That's friendly, isn't it, there? I think.
Yeah, here we go. Team A. Yeah, go for Team A. So you can do player versus CPU, and I should be able to join you, because I think it lets you do a player select. Yeah. There you go. It's there. It's right there. Yeah. So use your shoulder buttons, that's it, to choose different parts of Europe. So yes, you want to do edit data. It doesn't matter what you select there, because we haven't got any edit data. There we go.
Okay, we're going to play against I close my eyes, because it's Retro Football. And we're going to choose... Oh, it's Russia.
Okay, let's go.
So, here are the stadiums. We love stadiums at Retro Football. They are not
6
real, I don't think.
Only 6 as well. It's hilarious.
We're going to go Tokyo. And we are the smiley faces. I don't remember this.
Leave it on question mark, because then it'll be randomised. Here we go.
Real players, yes, they are real players. Victor Bayer in goal. I remember him for Portugal. We are on the. Do I need to go to controller to slide you over?
Have a quick look just to see. No, you don't. You've already done it. So this is just the controller config, and it's already working for me because I'm already going up and down.
Fantastic. There we go.
Yeah, so if I go OK. If you go up to P1 and press X, then it will start the game.
P1.
Here we go. And we get to choose the kits on this screen. So you can use L1 and L2.
Yeah, let's put them in the right
kit. There you go. Yeah.
Look at this. It looks so shiny. Now, we are playing via PCSX2 emulator, and it is upscaling to 1080p, so it will look shinier anyway. Hey, it's Chris James. My name is Chris James.
He's back. The infamous Chris James.
He's back. Back with the commentary. Oh, look at this. I'm going to go...
Heads or tails, Mike?
Tails.
Here we go. Tails never fails is what people used to say.
Yeah, I remember that. Such a thing that was, wasn't it?
Oh,
look at that.
Kickoff. Yeah.
The CPU is doing something as well.
Yep.
These players, I'm finding these player faces a little bit eerie, I gotta say.
Look at the referee.
It's just, I can't wait.
Here we
it's
go.
been a long time. Let's do cameras.
Yep. We can zoom it all the way out, and you can choose the height. So height all the way up, and then zoom all the way out.
Look at this, dudes. Look at this angle. I can have it at 9. I usually have it.
You can tilt it.
There.
Yeah.
Is that tilted? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, Mike, what are you doing?
Continue. There we go. So I think I've got the circle behind me or underneath me, and Mike has got the cross, I think, as I kick the ball straight out of play for a throw-in.
Yeah, it's going to take time getting used to this again.
I've got 2 circles. That's interesting. I've got 2. You've got 1.
Okay.
So that's a bit confusing. Well done, Konami.
Yeah. Why not just
have
a little symbol above their heads?
Exactly. 1 or 2 above their heads. That would have been perfect because I've now got to remember who I'm controlling.
Oh, this is so silky to play. Mate, the $64,000 question.
Yep.
Oh,
What does he doing then?
look at these animations. Some of them are so good. Yeah, the big question is
Yeah.
this or the PS1 version?
Oh, I don't know. I like the silky graphics because the gameplay is very similar to the PS1 version.
But
Yeah, it's got to be this version.
yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think without letting nostalgia cloud my judgment. Hold on there. That was a good tackle. Yeah, I mean, gameplay-wise, this is very, very good as well. It's like a little refined, I guess, compared to the PS1. Looks gorgeous. Yeah. It still looks very fantastic. Good.
And also, bear in mind, this is an early PS2 game. Very, very early.
Yeah, I have to hold my hands up. I didn't buy this game. My brother Matt did. He owned a PS2. I didn't for a while. Matt owned one at release, and he bought this straight away. What a save!
Oh, what a save! Yeah, a good friend of mine got a PS2 early doors, and he had this game. I didn't get a PS2 like yourself for a couple of years after launch.
Got mine about 4 or 5 months after launch. I don't know, actually. I might have been the same as you. My PS2, my first PS2, was the Gran Turismo 3 bundle.
Oh, okay. 2001, that would have been then.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think I got it much later on as well then.
With me, it was about 2002 that I got mine. I think it was the summer of 2002, if memory serves.
And I loved
And again, I got it. I got it for PES, because of, I think it was PES 2 at that time.
I had just moved out, guys, as an aside, and was living with a load of guys in like a party house, and I weren't doing a lot of gaming around that time, I have to say, but I still wanted the PS2 because it had a DVD player. And I was just so blown away that it was a game console and a DVD player.
Same as, I absolutely loved it. And also, the graphics, I mean, I remember seeing Gran Turismo 3 because a good friend of mine, Rob, he had a PS2, and the Gran Turismo 3 demo, and I remember being absolutely blown away by how great it looked. It was like levels above the PS1.
Oh, big style. What a console. So yeah. A lot of people, especially some retro YouTubers that I watch, regard the PS2 as the best console of all time because of its game library. It's hard to argue against that, to be quite fair. Oh, he's through.
Yeah. Oh, he's through. Oh. I still am of the view, Mike, that the PS1 for me was the better system. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's nostalgia. The PS1 is still top of my list.
Same with me. I'm still...
Yeah.
It's not top of my list, the PlayStation. I think... I was talking to one of the subscribers. I think it was William. So if I've got this wrong, I do apologise, guys. But I think William was asking me my top 3 consoles of all time. It changes all the time. But I'm with Dave. My favourite PlayStation of all time is the PS1. Just because I was a little bit younger. It's where it all started for me. That console. It was just Tomb Raider, Wipeout 2097. First ever playing the proper ISS Pro Evolution. Just the memories with that console. It was just something different to what we'd ever seen because we'd been used to Nintendos and Sega games.
We had, yeah. And also it was 3D gaming coming to the home for the first time on those systems as well. Like you were saying, Tomb Raider, like a big 3D world. Really atmospheric. Loved it. Gran Turismo, Die Hard Trilogy, as you said, Wipeout 2097. What a game that was. And also, it was the time as well, because with Wipeout, the soundtrack was just amazing. Because, let's face it, music at the time was also amazing.
Yes, it was. Especially the dance scene. The dance scene here in the UK was just taken off. Prodigy, Chemical Brothers, etc. were coming into they were in the limelight. Underground dance music was hitting the mainstream. And even though it's a bit dodgy now, games like GTA 1, the first year, like when I played that, I loved that game.
Same as. The thing is, I messed around when I played that game. I didn't do the missions. I just caused as much carnage as I could for some reason.
I just messed about and just like going through all the different soundtracks, all the radio stations, and
yes.
It was just it was just tons of fun. And again, we hadn't really seen games like that appearing on the SNES or on the Mega Drive before it. So they were good times. So yeah, my original point being PS2, incredible machine. It hasn't got the memories for me that the PS1's got.
Exactly the same for me for the same reasons you've just said. But back to this. Yeah, this game is really good. But a bit like one of the other arcade games we played recently, there's depth to this. It's not straightforward.
I'm struggling though, mate. I think we should do a 1-against-1, 1v1, because I don't know who I am.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because of this circle business.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So if I go to quick game, and yes.
I mean, Konami couldn't have just done the simplistic thing, which would be a red icon above one head, a blue icon above the other head. What happened?
I need to learn to read the screen because I've said continue, which we definitely didn't want to do.
I do that all the time, so it's all right for you to do it just this once. Yeah, while Dave is doing this, guys, again, big shout out to you all. We've got lots of plans for the channel. We do want to feature more recent football games like FIFA South Africa World Cup. We have actually played a bit. We recorded some footage, but it's just where emulation is on a PS3 at the moment. Dave and I weren't happy with the quality of the footage, so we will get there. Sorry, it's me, isn't it? So
you're going to have to take over. Here we go. Yeah. So if this time you do Team A, yeah, that's fine. And we're going to do player versus player.
No, not that, Mike.
Wrong one. There we go. Yeah, one player versus two player.
I keep reading that as com. One com versus... It's con, isn't it? It's in controller. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no clubs. Or are there? There's no clubs in this.
There are no clubs at all in this game.
I'm going to choose... I'm not going to think about this too much. Italy, because it's the special 100 episodes.
Hey, go for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go random.
Hey.
And I'm literally going to have whatever it picks me. United, Arab, Emirates.
Let's choose a different stadium. We'll go. Dave, you choose the stadium. I chose last time.
Mexico. Let's go for the Mexico Stadium.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, I love this Italy side.
Here we go. I'd like to say I know the United Arab Emirates, but I really don't.
I
wouldn't. Their green.
I wouldn't know any of their players, mate. I gotta say, around that time or even modern days, I couldn't tell you a player. But yeah, going back to that point, guys, we will try and get some PS3 360 footy games because Dave and I spent a lot of time in games like FIFA 12. We spent a lot of time in games like FIFA South Africa World Cup, which we both, I think, mate, consider it the best FIFA of all time.
Yeah, we certainly do. Closely followed, actually, by FIFA 14 on the PS4 and FIFA 12, actually, on the 360 and PS3.
FIFA 14 is very close. It's a stunning game. I've actually featured that on Retro Football because I've still got that on the PS4. Right, so I got to remember that we're on different sides.
Yep.
There we go.
And also, it highlights the player that you can pass to. Yeah, it highlights the player you can pass to for you. It doesn't let you just decide to turn and pass it. As you'll see, it's highlighted that player there. You've played a lovely ball through.
Yeah, this is still fantastic to play. This really is.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It really is. I did play this back in the day, as I say. A very good friend of mine, Mark, he had a PS2 day one, and he had this game, and we played the hell out of this game.
Yeah, I used to play against my brother on this all the time, and just like they were just magical times in regards to PES. There was just a magic about PES ISS in general, which you didn't get with FIFA. You just didn't get the magic feeling with it. You got the shiny packaging, the licensed players on the cover. You get it home. You even had the scratch and sniff disc on a few FIFAs. Remember that? and it smelled of grass.
FIFA 2000. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that being a thing.
And
I thought that was just so strange, though, Mike.
It was gimmicky as hell. So you had all that, and you boot the game up, and it's got like all the latest artists, soundtrack, and then the kits, and then you get to the gameplay. You play for 5-10 minutes, and then you go back and you just play ISS or PES. That's how it was.
Yeah, absolutely. It was, yeah. I mean, this compared to the competitor FIFA at the time, which would have been FIFA 2001, it's no competition. This game any day of the week.
Oh! Yeah, you just had to think about what you were doing in these games.
You did.
You can't... Yeah. You can't play these games like FIFA. What am I doing?
Ooh. Chris James.
So yeah, it is.
Is he in?
No. Oh.
He might be in here.
I thought I pushed you over. Yeah. Because
You
it's
did.
the 100th episode. It's a good place to talk about this. Dave, just.
I can't get the ball.
A little.
sorry
I
about
played
that.
there's a little keepy up or a little flick then at the end of it. Dave brought up Chris James, and it is the 100th episode of Retro Football, which I must have said 80 times now, but we've never, I don't think, touched on it on Retro Football. There's a little story about Chris James, the commentator.
Oh, yeah.
He's not actually real, and no, he's not AI, guys. He is a real human. But Chris James is a character played by another bloke, basically. Because I looked into this. I went deep underground. I went on the dark web to find out about this. I didn't really. But there's very, very little you can find about Chris James, who commentates on this and on one or two of the PS1 ISS games, Pro Evo, because he was quickly replaced by Dave.
He would have been replaced by... Oh, now you've got me thinking.
Serie A
Wouldn't it have been Trevor Brookin and...
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Trevor Brookin and also Peter Brackley.
That's the name I was thinking of. That is the... I could see his face. Rest in peace, Peter Brackley, one of the greats. But I just couldn't think of his name. So, yeah, Chris James was replaced by him. But Chris James was just an actor, a voice actor. That's all he was. He wasn't actually a football commentator. Because when I used to play these old PES games, I'd be like... But who is this guy? Like, he wasn't even on Channel 5, which is really dodgy. Oh, I'm in.
Oh, chance for Italy! And it's a save by the United Arab Emirates goalkeeper.
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know who he is. Well, he's giving me the ball. Hey!
Because let's be honest, the commentary, you didn't play this game for the comms and the presentation. The commentary is woeful with Chris James. He says one or two words. Like, how did he get a job in voice acting? Because he's not very good at it.
See, I think this was a script that was written by somebody from Konami in Japan. It was translated, and he just had to read out the words on a page. Yeah, I think so. But also, I agree with you. He hasn't really got a commentator's voice, has he?
No. It's just
Not
very...
really.
No. He's very, very strange. He sounds like someone who'd work at your local tax office.
I thought you were going to say at the local Tesco on the tannoy.
No, you'd be rubbish at that as well. Hello? Aisle 9, spillage.
Aisle 9, spillage. knocks it forward, knocks it backwards. Oh, there goes the bottle of wine. Sorry, guys. Because he's getting carried away.
It's the 100th. It's the 100th episode. We have to have shenanigans. Wasn't Chris James also the commentator for these games who said the sun is shining and the wind is shooting through the stadium?
Yes, he was. The Pro Evolution Soccer game. So the first Pro Evolution Soccer on PS2. That was where that infamous line of commentary came from.
Yeah, it's so bad. And
the fans are starting a Mexican wave.
That's and another interesting tidbit. If you, obviously this is pre-internet or before the internet was starting to take off. If you bought the PS1 version of ISS Pro Evolution 2, there was a couple of bugs in the commentary which Konami hadn't ironed out for the PAL. Oh, what a goal!
No!
What a goal!
There it is.
That is beautiful. There was a bug. There was a bug in the commentary. If you were certain players, for example, England, when Michael Owen touched the ball, and again, guys, this is in certain regions, Chris James would say Dyer instead of Owen, and Kieran Dyer wasn't even in the game from what I can remember. It was very strange.
Yeah, and also, ISS Pro Evolution also had a bit of a bug, a bit of a mix-up between Dutch players. So Mark Overmars there's a player called Van Wonderen. They were wrong. So Arsenal had Van Wonderen in their squad instead of Overmars.
That's right.
Yeah, I can remember that too.
That player of yours then, he had the tiniest little moustache. It was so strange. No, I'm happy. Yeah, you're spot on, mate. It's bringing back so many memories now. This is just talking about this. It was so bizarre. But Konami have got previous for doing weird things. I think it was PES 3 or PES 4, but I'm thinking PES 3. It was due out. Everyone was like, in the transfer rumours at the time, Hatem Trebelsi was supposed to transfer from, I think, Feyenoord or PSV Eindhoven to Arsenal. But Arsenal pulled out of the transfer at the last minute for whatever reason. But he was still in PES 3 in Arsenal's squad. It was bizarre.
I can remember that. Was that PES 2? Because I remember hearing his commentary. Yeah.
It might be PES 2.
Batrelzi.
That's him. It might be PES 2. I can't remember the exact PES. I just remember just Konami doing weird things. You didn't care, obviously, because the gameplay was just... There was nothing else like it.
Plus, you just did edit mode and edited the hell out of the game anyway.
True.
And put Trebelsi back where he should have been.
True.
Which I'd like to say you can do that today, but you can't.
Hold on, I'm in.
Oh, Del Piero.
Oh, you're keeper, man. Oh, a bit of skill. What's that?
Keeper. Hey.
You're keeper. Can you do
Good
that
save.
today with modern PES? I don't know if you can change their names. Thinking about it, there's no guys. I can't think. I'm obviously
there's no edit mode in eFootball, is there anymore?
Oh,
so
eFootball.
At least at the moment there isn't.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're spot on. No, you can't do that. Of course. Here we go. There's no single player. Well, there is a single player mode, but it's still in that rubbish Dream Club, whatever it's called mode, Fantasy BS mode.
Dream Team shit. Yeah.
And not in. There's no Master League, even though Konami for years have promised a Master League for eFootball. And this is relevant, guys. Talking about this stuff in this video. It's 100th special retro football.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Looking back at these greats and then comparing these greats to where the football landscape, gaming landscape is now. And we just get lied to by Konami because they promised Master League, or I think they did. And where is it? He's in. Oh my days.
Goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
He's keeping me in this.
He is.
Oh, what the hell's going on with the ball?
There we go.
Here comes Inzaghi again.
Oh, what a pass.
That's a great ball.
What am I doing?
Del Piero, he's cut back inside. Defending. Emirates are defending for their lives.
Brilliant
here.
Defending.
Absolutely defending for their lives.
Yeah. You were mixed up there, mate. You didn't know whether to say absolutely fantastic defending. You get all tongue twisted. I reckon it's the heat because I'm getting tongue twisted.
I had a Chris James moment, I think, actually, if anything, then. Let's see if I can cross that ball in. No, I can't. No, you're right, it's the heat. Let's blame the heat. Why not? It's too flipping hot at the moment for me.
Yeah, as we're recording this special, guys, this 100th episode. I've said that 100 times for the 100th episode. Oh, look at that.
He's just keeping the ball. I can't get the ball. Hey! Oh, no, I didn't get that either.
Yeah, it's hot, guys. It's not warm, it's hot in my gaming room, in my office. Oh, cross it then. Oh, go on.
Fiore!
Hey! This is fluid to play. It's just wonderful.
It's very, very good. Again, though, you don't really get football games like this anymore either, which I've said quite a lot lately.
No. Not on the consoles, not on PC. No, there's nothing. Like I have said before, you might get it on iOS, or on your mobile device, maybe somewhere. No, you're not. You're not even going to get it on there. You're not going to get something with this depth of this gameplay. Not a chance.
No, you'll get something like little real football or tactical football where you just flick a few players around the screen and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I love how we're doing this retro football series, and we will keep it going, guys, for as long as we can, and try and cover like every football game. Well, we won't cover every football game there's ever been because there's so many, but we are just going to keep going and going and going with this series, and it's a celebration because it's over, football gaming. Oh, your player's on the floor.
He's in again for Inzaghi.
My God.
And that goalkeeper with an amazing save again. Who is he? Need to sign him on a master league.
Yes, I don't know who he is, but he's bloody good. Yeah, it's
very good.
It's over, guys. In regards to single player football gaming, and retro football is about celebrating these old greats. A lot of people are going back to them. A lot of people are going back to these old football games. They're sick of it as well. Here we are. Shoot.
He's in.
That's not the angle. But yeah, this has been 100 episodes of Retro Football. And it's been a pleasure, guys. Dave, thank you so much for helping me make these videos, because Dave shares exactly that energy and passion. It's how we met, over a candlelit PS1 a controller each.
Let's be honest, on a dodgy forum all those years ago, you had a Thierry Henry and a Barcelona shirt avatar, and I can't remember what I was.
That's right, yeah. And just talking pairs, and we hooked up on Xbox, and here we are now. We're still talking about pairs and FIFA and all these old greats. Look out for more content coming to the channel. We shall speak to you all very soon.